Some of you may know that I work at a mental health clinic and meet with people on a daily basis who are suffering from anxiety and depression. Um, One of the things that I find interesting but not surprising anymore is that a good number of people who are suffering from anxiety and depression don't know why they're suffering from anxiety and depression. I think typically most people would think, okay, difficult situations or stressors or obstacles that happen in life would be common causes of anxiety and depression, like going through a divorce or having your parents go through a divorce or losing your job or things of that nature. And again, there are some people that when I ask them, okay, do you know what, did something happen that caused your depression or anxiety to start? And there are some that say, yeah, and then they give a reason, a job loss or, something, interpersonal issue or a family issue that caused their depression or anxiety. But a lot of people, and I would say possibly even a majority of people who I ask, have no idea why they're experiencing anxiety and or depression. They say that it's just something that started happening for no apparent reason, and they say that they feel out of control, like the feelings of depression or anxiety are just happening to them, and they have no control over those feelings. Um, so while yes, I agree that some difficulties in life, difficult situations, and even traumas can trigger anxiety and or depression. They're typically not the root cause of anxiety and depression. And that's why you can have people experience or go through the same type of difficult situation or traumatic experience or whatnot. And one person, even though the experience, the situation was not pleasant and probably horrible for both people, one person is able to continue with their day-to-day functioning, whereas the other person is really having a hard time and struggling functioning on a day-to-day basis. And again, the reason for that difference is that it's not that one person is stronger than the other or better than the other. It's that, and this is getting to the typical root cause for mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety, is that one person brain is not functioning as well as the other person's brain. And most of the time, the reason for that discrepancy in how the brain is able to function is comes down to how we're nourishing and fueling our brain. So a lot of people end up, because of poor diet and food sensitivities, with a malnourished and inflamed brain. And when the brain is malnourished and inflamed, it has a hard time functioning optimally. And anxiety and depression are two of the symptoms or conditions that that people can experience who are in this type of situation. Uh, Malnourishment and inflammation of the brain can also cause other types of brain-related conditions as well. Not only depression and anxiety, so anything from ADD, ADHD, having a difficult time regulating your emotions, controlling your emotions and your anger, um, things like insomnia, migraines, etc. So again, what's interesting is that not everybody, and certainly a lot of people who are experiencing anxiety and depression don't know why they're experiencing the anxiety and depression. And for many of them, and many of the people, the vast majority of the people that we work with here at the clinic, when we do clean up their diet and make sure that they're fueling and nourishing their brains optimally and not inflaming their brains through eating toxic processed foods, their anxiety and depression symptoms improve significantly and pretty quickly.